If you're looking for a North Carolina town with a walkable, charming, vibrant, historic downtown area, look no further. I've got two of them for you right here. That's right, today we're comparing the historic downtown of Cary versus the historic downtown of Apex, North Carolina. I'm gonna take you on a walking tour of each so you can decide which historic downtown you prefer. Are you Team Apex or Team Cary? Also, if it would be helpful, I'd be happy to do a video about homes available within walking distance of each of these downtowns and their various price points. Just comment below if you feel like that would be helpful for you. Okay, here we go. My name is Heather Taylor, and I am the founder of Tailored Realty Group, where we create real estate experiences tailored to who? That's right, tailored to you. Right now I'm in downtown Cary, and it wasn't so long ago that downtown Cary was, frankly, pretty lame, especially compared to downtown Apex, which has been a cohesive, historic downtown for many years now. However, Cary Town Council set a vision more than 20 years ago to achieve a revitalized downtown, and with the completion of the Downtown Cary Park, I think it's safe to say that although there's still some work to do, they've successfully done so. Cary has a population of around 180,000 people, while Apex is less than half that size at around 73,000 people. So it makes sense that Cary's downtown is a bit larger than Apex's. Cary's downtown spans just under a mile north and south on Academy Street and about 1.5 miles east to west on Chatham Street, while Apex spans just under a mile north and south on Salem Street and about a block east on Hunter Street and a block east and a block west on Chatham Street. That's right, both towns have Chatham Streets. We like to keep you on your toes. All right, enough of my chit chat. Are you ready to go? Let's walk. Okay, what better place to start our tour than right here at the Downtown Cary Park, which just opened November 2023. In this corner, you will see Franz Square. That fountain is normally on, just a little too cold today for that. And then also bordering the park, the brand new Cary Library, absolutely gorgeous right there. As we come across the lawn, we will come up to Academy Pavilion, where Market 317 is located. You can grab a quick something to eat there and then sit out here in the Academy Plaza and enjoy the day. I love all the landscaping that has been done here, all of the pavers. It's just an absolutely beautiful view. Then as we walk a little further, you can see the Great Lawn and Pavilion. Obviously a little bit of work going on to the pavilion right there today, but as we cruise along these sidewalks, I don't walk quite this fast, but it's a good way to get you through the park with relative ease. You will see right here the Gathering House and Garden. The Gathering House is a really gorgeous event space. All these doors open. There are 28 French doors. They open up to create kind of a pavilion feel, so a great spot for events. As we cruise on down the sidewalk here, we come to the water feature. I could just sit there and watch that water all day. Over here we are on the back side of the pavilion. The pavilion will host concerts, movies, yoga classes, and a whole bunch of other things as the months get warmer here. And now we cruise over here and check out the nest. You guys, this playground is insane. Look at those two giant cardinal structures. If you were a kid, wouldn't you want to be all over that? Me too. Looks absolutely amazing. There's also going to be a splash pad, which clearly wasn't on today because it was cold out. But let me cruise up this little bridge over here and show you the slides on the other side. It's just super cool. Oh, wait, another view of the Cardinals first, but then look at that. I mean, come on, that is awesome. I wish my kids were still young enough to appreciate this stuff, or I wouldn't throw my back out if I tried it, because I'd really like to try that long slide. Anyway, moving right along. All right, let's hop up on this skywalk. The skywalk floats about 17 feet above the park, gives you a new elevated view. It's just really pretty cool. Incorporated a little bit of art in the walk as well. And as you see below, there's the dog park. We'll go check that out from the ground level, but let's cruise through this little piece of art right here. All right, now let's cruise on up here to the Bark Bar. How cool is this, you guys? When you have your kids, your four-legged furry kids, at the dog park, you can sit here at the Bark Bar, enjoy some wine and some beer and some light snacks. That's just pretty sweet. Now, as you can see, there's a farmer's market going on the street up here. And then finally, we have the Park Street Courts. There's a little bit of something for everyone here. We've got table tennis, we've got foosball, we've got a little putting green. And oh my gosh, how could I forget to mention that the whole park is part of the Downtown Cary Park Social District, which allows alcoholic beverages to be consumed within the district boundaries, which encompass not only the park, but several restaurants that border the park any day from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. as long as you drink in one of these fancy dancy cups. So drink up, my friends, and enjoy. And now let's move on to the rest of downtown Cary, beginning with Cary Arts Center, which was revitalized from Cary High School in 2010 to create this Cary Arts Center. It's become the hub for the arts here, and Cary sits at the intersection of Academy Street and Dry Avenue. It features a 431-seat theater, offers classes and camps, gallery exhibitions, and things of that nature. Its location marks the edge of the downtown area and creates a stunning backdrop for the entire downtown revitalization. Now, my daughter took pottery classes there. We had more pottery than we knew what to do with. I know you parents know what I'm talking about there. Moving down the street to MC Restaurant, which is Asian fusion. I absolutely love that place. The food is outstanding. You can see the park right across the street here. All right, moving on past Cary Downtown Park here, we come up to the Cotton House Craft Brewers. They're located in a historic downtown house. They have craft beer, wine, hard seltzer, cider, and food trucks most nights of the week. You can check their menu for that. They're also part of the Downtown Cary Park Social District. As is the Maton, which you see right here. It's a 44-room boutique hotel in downtown. Also, the restaurant inside the Maton, which is called the Peck and Plume, is part of the Downtown Cary Park Social District. All right, as we head on down the road, you can see this gorgeous historic home, and then we will be coming up to the post office on the right up here, and we are going to cross the street and head towards Academy Street Bistro, which offers casual fine dining with an eclectic worldwide cuisine. They serve both lunch and dinner and have drink specials daily. Moving down the street here to Ashworth Village. One of my favorite shops in there is Once in a Blue Moon Bakery and Cafe. Oh my goodness, if you're into sweets, you got to check that out. Here's Serendipity Gourmet Deli. Delicious sandwiches and lunch treats. Esteemed Coffee is a nonprofit coffee shop and cafe that employs individuals with various disabilities. And as we move on down the street, you find Ashworth Drugs, famous for their old-time soda counter, as you see here, and their hot dogs. All right, we're cruising down the street now, taking a left on Chatham Street. We will come up to the Chatham Street Wine Market. If you're a wine enthusiast, I recommend popping into this joint. Walking a little further, you see the backside of Ashworth Village, which we saw just around the corner. And then you'll notice a lot of construction. We've got more apartments coming, more retail coming. It will really tie this end of Chatham Street with downtown. As you see, when we head back the other direction on Chatham Street, there's a lot more going on the other side. But I think that once this stuff is built, it'll be a bit more cohesive here. Now, if you look on the left side of your screen right there, you'll see a restaurant called Kebabish Cafe, which offers kebabs and more with an authentic yet modern take on Pakistani cuisine. And then we will continue to cruise down the road here past the Parkside shops. There's a florist, a barber, things of that nature, a salon. And then we're just gonna go pretty quickly down the rest of the street until we get to the Matthews House. The Matthews House is a beautiful manor that hosts weddings and special events. I'm gonna take you right up to the front of it so you can take a better look at it right there. Beautiful. Then we are going to continue to cruise pretty quickly. Right here, there's the House of Aesthetics. I did get Botox there once. My one and only time getting Botox. I was not a fan of the whole experience, but not their fault. I'm just not a Botox girl. Anyway, here we get to kind of the anchor of this end of Chatham Street. This is South Line Brewing and Vicious Fishes Brewery. You can see the outdoor space is awesome, and I will tell you, most weekends it's pretty crowded here. So in time, as I said, all of this will certainly be more cohesive, and it's really a pretty big downtown area. As we head back the other direction, I will point out a few other really cool things on this side of the street, but as you can see, it's quite a distance between each thing over here. Now, West Chatham Village, again, a couple other really cute shops in here that you could check out. And then right next to West Chatham Village, you will find a German bakery. And I did not go in, but oh my goodness, the window shopping was fantastic. All right, moving on up the street to La Farm Bakery. La Farm is an authentic French bakery that makes potentially the best bread ever. My kids love it. I love it. It's just, I can't eat there all the time or I would be unable to fit myself out the door. All right, let's head up the street a little bit further. We are going to come to the Walk Up Cary, which is a new cocktail bar. I've only been there one time, but I love the vibe inside. Check it out. Now you'll notice as we walk around downtown, I don't go into every establishment. That's because some places weren't as comfortable with me coming in, so that is totally cool. And now we're coming back up to Academy Street, and as we cross over, you'll notice the other side of Chatham Street is a bit more cohesive. So let's take a look at that. As you look to the right here, you're going to see the Pharmacy Bottle and Beverage, which is located in the former Mitchell's Pharmacy building. It's a great place for a beer, wine, some good times, and then you're also going to see the Cary Theater. Built in 1943, the Cary Theater was once the town's first indoor movie theater. It has since been completely revitalized and reopened in 2014 to the public. The majority of the events are general admission and include independent films, live bands, spoken word, and some older films. And looking back across the street, you see the center. This is a completely revitalized strip mall. We will talk more about that in a minute when we come around the other side to see it. And looking back across the street, we've got Johnson's Jewelers, fresh local ice cream, and the Albatross, which I am going to go in. Let's check it out. Good thing about doing these tours is it gives me good ideas for date nights. Anyway, the Albatross is a bar, restaurant, and offers golf bays with video golf for about $50 an hour. Kind of a cool spot. Across the street from the Albatross, you'll notice the Rogers, which is a mixed-use redevelopment containing retail space and Class A office space. As I mentioned, we are kind of zigzagging our way down this side of Chatham Street, and we're going to cross over again, and essentially we're going to go around the block. But see that white building? That is Dom's Bagel Shop, and we are going to start there once we go around the block. First of all, we're going to go back here and check out what's on the back side of this block, beginning with Scratch Kitchen. Scratch Kitchen offers a wide variety of food on their menu, all made from scratch. As we take a walk down through the back of this building again, we see graffiti, another potentially fun date night, axes, alcohol, and art. What could possibly go wrong? I'm kidding. I actually have done axes and alcohol before. It actually is a lot of fun. Anyway, we are moving back down the street to the back of the center where we were before, just across from Cary Theater. And we will get a chance to go into a couple of these restaurants. This is DeFara Pizza. Not sure I'm saying that right, but I think I am. And as you see, the outdoor spaces include igloos so that you don't have to freeze your tail off. Now, I walked by this place at first and then I thought, you know what, I've got to go in and see what's going on at Hunky Dory. And it is an old school record store where they will actually play the records for you and you can sit at the bar and have a drink. I couldn't take a picture of the bar, too many people sitting there, didn't want to be on video, but just a very cool concept. Right next door, you'll find Art by Shalimar. This is her own art studio where she's creating the art right in front of you. Now, back across the street, you may be wondering, Heather, why are you zigzagging so much? And I wish I had a good answer, but I don't. Anyway, that was Hank's Downtown Dive. Unfortunately, not open at the time, so we could not go inside. And as promised, we are back at Big Dom's Bagel Shop. We have waited here in line many mornings for one of their delicious bagel sandwiches. We go down this little strip mall here, a couple of other shops anchored at the end by a restaurant called, I'm probably mispronouncing it, that's not what it's called. It's called Pro's Epicurean. I hope I got that somewhat right. Fun story, we took a little video inside this place and then the next day came back, had some food and drink. Really, highly recommend, delicious. Down the side of the building, you'll find Bond Brothers Brewery. They have a nice outdoor space for eating. And then back up the sidewalk, Sidebar, cocktail bar. Again, a lot of these places weren't yet open, so I could not go inside. And right here we have Pizzeria Felici. Also did not get to go inside there, but looking across the street, because where would we be if we were not zigzagging down this street? This is the Bull City Cider Works, where you can get cider pints, flights, cocktails, and local beer. Now, heading downstairs below the Bull City Cider Works, you will find RBF Champagne Bar. This place has an amazing atmosphere, really cool decor, lots of stuff about women's rights, which I'm a fan of, and then an outdoor seating area that is fantastic. We actually went back the next day after I filmed this. Great band, delicious champagne, highly recommend. Now heading back up the stairs and to the right into this blue building here, we find the Good Day Cary gift shop. All right, heading back outside and down for our final leg of the Downtown Cary tour. On the left side here, you see lots of new construction. This is going to be retail space, restaurants, apartments, so you'll be able to live, work, play, all of the things right here. So this whole street will become much more cohesive in the next couple years. I'm very anxious to see how it all turns out. I know it's going to be gorgeous with the mix of the old and the new. It's an exciting change for Downtown Cary. Before we go, two more buildings I want you to see. This is a condo building called Chatham Walk. And then right next door, you will find an apartment building. So condos you can buy, apartments you can rent, called Urban Place. Now we will take a few more steps down this road because we're almost at Urban Park, which is just a little pocket park worth seeing. And as we are going through this park, pay attention to the real estate that surrounds the park. As we flip around and make a U-turn and head back up the other way, you will notice some newer homes on the other side of the park, just a reflection of all of the changes that are going on here in downtown Cary. All right, now that we're done with Cary, let's take a walk around historic downtown Apex. All right, we're beginning our tour here at Hunter Street Park, which is just outside of downtown, probably about maybe not even a 10-minute walk to downtown from here. As you can see, this park has lots of ball fields, a skate park. There's also a dog park, a pavilion if you want to have a picnic. There's a small playground for kids, and they are about to put in a mountain bike skills trail in the park as well. And as we head down Hunter Street, you'll see some new commercial space just across from the town hall. Also on the back side of the Villages of Apex. So the townhomes behind this are part of the Villages of Apex. You see a couple restaurants, a salon, a Mira Cafe, which is small Asian plates, and a little outdoor seating there. Now, as we cross the street over to the town hall campus, you may notice some pieces of art like that sculpture there on the right-hand side of your screen, or just behind this town hall sign, another sculpture. Those are all part of the Apex Sculpture Walk, which features 9 new sculptures from Hunter Street Park to downtown Apex. You can actually download an app to learn more about them and take a walking tour, or you can check them out all online. Anyway, behind the town hall campus, you will find this little strollway, which is a pretty little path that will take you right to downtown Apex. Now, as we come off of the strollway, we take a left right here on to Salem Street. This is really the historic downtown area. Here's another piece of the sculpture walk. And as we continue down Salem Street past some of the historic houses, we really come into the adorable part of town, the part that people rave about, which is historic downtown Apex. Now we're going to cross the street right here at the Halle Arts Center, which is home to a number of performances, art shows, and free movies every year. Then we are going to take a sharp right here into the Tobacco and Mule Exchange building, and you'll find several different stores and restaurants inside here. The first one on the left is the Exchange Barbershop and Lounge. It's like a little bit of everything. It's a barbershop, it's a bar, it's a spa. Across the hall you find Apex Outfitters, which is an outdoor sports store. And then down the hall, Scratch Kitchen, just like the one that we saw in Cary. A wide variety of items on their menu, all made from scratch. And just across the hall from Scratch, you will find Neat and Sweet. Neat and Sweet is owned by the same owners as those who own Scratch, and they serve delicious desserts as well as really fun, sweet cocktails. I just wanted to show you out back here. It's the patio for Scratch and for Neat and Sweet. All right, let's buzz back through this Tobacco and Mule Exchange building and head back to Salem Street. We'll take a right here and head down the street and enjoy the scenes as we pass by a whole bunch of boutiques and little shops with all kinds of gifts that you can pick up. Art spaces, salons, coffee shops, restaurants. Enjoy the walk. All right, so we're passing by all these really adorable little boutiques here in the brand new Highline building downtown. And as you come around the corner, boom, Oakland Springs Brewery, which is one of 3 breweries. Jeez, I struggle to say that word sometimes. We have here in Downtown Apex. Leaving the brewery, this is just the cutest part of town, I think. All these buildings are so cute. And if you've watched my prior video about the 5 things I love about Apex, you will see that this is my favorite place to eat downtown. The food is fresh, it's delicious. I love to sit at that little cozy bar and enjoy a nice meal and a glass of wine. And then we walk a little bit further up the street and we'll see another one of my favorite places for a more casual experience, Salem Street Pub. As we go in here, you see the left side, this is the original Salem Street Pub, and then recently, a couple years ago I guess, they opened up this other side, which is a nice cozy exposed brick, and the wooden beams up top, and those garage doors on the right side, they open up so you can sit at the bar and people watch in the summer. It's pretty fun. And then a little further up the street here, more gift shops, but also, you may remember Downtown Cary, we had fresh local ice cream. Well, in Downtown Apex, we also have fresh local ice cream. So either place, you can get some fantastic ice cream. I recommend the Midnight Brownie and the chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm a sucker for some cookie dough. And then rounding out the end of Salem Street here, we have a taste of Brooklyn Bakery. I always want to say brewery. It's not, it's a bakery. All right, now we're gonna kick it into high gear and head down Salem Street to where Salem Street meets 55 and we check out Tap Station. But I did run into this one really friendly gentleman right here who wanted to say hi.
Welcome to Apex.
I like your car.
Come on for a ride.
It was tempting, that was a sweet ride, but what did our moms teach us? Don't get in cars with strangers. Anyway, as we approach Highway 55 here, we come to the end of Salem Street, and this is Tap Station. It used to be an old gas station called Holt & Sons. As you can see, they have kept some of the facade and a lot of the motif there with the gas station feel. And then as we cross the street here, you'll see another part of the sculpture walk right there. And then we will keep on heading on down the road because this part of the street, other than Tap Station, there's not a whole lot going on until you get back to that intersection of Chatham and Salem Street, where we get back into the heart of the downtown area. And here we are back crossing Chatham Street, staying on Salem Street, and we come up to Anna's Pizzeria, a pizza place as you might expect, and some other Italian food. And right next door, La Rancherita, authentic Mexican food. It is delicious. My problem is whenever I eat Mexican food, I eat way too much. Who can relate? I know some of you out there can relate. I just love food. What can I say? And there's so many good options down here, downtown. Next, we're going to check out Kilwins. Kilwins also has ice cream. It was a little drama when they came downtown because it is a franchise, but it's locally owned by, well, it's owned by a couple local folks here. And as you know, Kilwins has all kinds of other sweet treats, especially if you like chocolate. Good stuff. Now, I don't like to play favorites here. I like all these stores down here, but I will say Stylish Living is a favorite of mine because they have all kinds of little gifts. So whenever I need to pick something up real quick for somebody, I pop in there and get something great. And as you know by now, I love food. Mission Market is delicious if you're into acai bowls. Do you remember when you didn't know how to pronounce acai? I do. It was like acai, what is that? But acai bowls at Mission Market are fantastic. The Pecan Salem has a great bar and an excellent menu as well, a little bit more upscale and some nice outdoor seating here. And then we have the Apex Fire Department, and across the street again, the Highline building. This is where all those boutiques were, and then all the way to the left, Oakland Springs Brewery. Oh, isn't this cute, by the way? I had to get a little picture of that. The fire hydrant painted like a Dalmatian. Come on, it gives you that awesome small town feel. And then all of our little Go Apex Route 1 bus stop have been painted with this wonderful little art. Gives it a nice little pop of color there. And we'll come back across the street, back past Halle Arts Center, up to this little old strip mall here. I kind of wish they would update the facade of the strip mall, but there is a great sushi place there at the end. That's Sushi Suyu. And then we'll wrap it up with one last place, and that is Peak of the Vine. It is a wine lounge. Awesome place to hang out, drink some wine, listen to some good music. They have some games you can play in the backyard here. They have a wine club, wine tastings, all of that kind of stuff. And that basically wraps up our tour of historic downtown Apex. So it's time for your verdict. Which do you prefer? The larger and still under development historic downtown Cary, featuring an enormous and captivating downtown park, or the smaller, more cohesive Downtown Apex? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, if you'd like to discuss anything real estate related, or anything that I talked about today, or how I can manage this unruly hair in the outdoors, feel free to schedule a Zoom with me using my Calendly link in the description of this video, or you can call or text me using the information on the screen. Before I go, please remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.